Tonight's flight is with Singapore Airlines in their business class on board one of their Boeing 777s from Singapore through to Melbourne. So I'll show you through all the lounge and I'll show you through the business class product on board as well. So come and join me. I'm on my way to Changi Airport, taking the train in true Singapore style. Fast, clean and efficient. Only one changeover and I've arrived right at the airport. Time to head up for check-in. Changi is one of my favourite airports in the world. I'll be doing a full video on it soon, so stay tuned for that. For now, it's time to check in. Singapore Airlines lets you check in online, and you can use these self-serve kiosks to print your boarding pass and bag tags if needed. If you prefer, you can check in directly at the desk for a traditional boarding pass with their signature thick coloured paper. I tried checking in online, as I usually do, just to see what the whole process is like, but for this flight I was prompted to head to the desk, so let's go do that. Next stop, the lounge. At Changi, security works a little differently. Instead of going through it at the main point after check-in, it's done at each gate before boarding. But to get through immigration, you'll need to show your passport and boarding pass as usual. Welcome to the SilverKris Lounge. This is Singapore Airlines business class lounge. It's not enormous, but it's well laid out with plenty of seating for relaxing, working, eating, and there's even a sleeping room if you need to get some rest. For food and drinks, there's a nice selection. Sandwiches, a do-it-yourself cheese board, make your own salads, and even matcha soba noodles. There's also some fruit, slices, and pastries as well. The self-service ice cream station is a nice option too. The hot food section has a lovely variety of dishes and finger foods. This made-to-order part is great. Today's options are laksa, macaroni and chicken broth, and mushroom fusilli with creamy white sauce. I'm going to go with the laksa. The tea and coffee station features 4 coffee machines and a lovely range of TWG teas. If you're after something a little bit different, you can help yourself to cocktails, mocktails, whiskey, wine, beer, juices, infused waters, or soft drinks. The laksa was delicious, and now I'm finishing off with a light salad before we go and check out the shower rooms. These are one of my favourite lounge shower rooms anywhere. Spacious, modern, and beautifully designed. Singapore Airlines provides clean towels, including one for the floor, plus some amenities that you may need. The hairdryer is excellent. All freshened up. Let's head to the gate. Time to board. Today I'm seated in seat 23K. This is a window seat. I'll give you a full cabin and seat tour once we're up in the air. Upon boarding, the crew member greeted me with a welcome glass of champagne and a hot towel. I'm going to sit back and enjoy this whilst we push back and taxi to the runway. Time to take to the skies. Let's take a closer look at this cabin now that we're up in the air. This business class cabin is configured in a 1-2-1 layout. Every passenger has direct aisle access. All seats face forward, but they're not staggered, which unfortunately has led to a bit of a design flaw that a lot of travellers don't like. I'll show you through that though a little bit later on in this video. In the centre section, the seats have the bench and the controls on the inside and are closest to the aisle. The actual seat controls themselves are under the armrest on the aisle side. The window seats, like mine tonight, have the bench and controls closer to the window, and the seat controls are again under the armrest on the aisle side. Each seat features a universal power outlet, 2 USB ports, a HDMI port, and one other connection that I'm not quite sure about. If you do know what this is though, can you let me know in the comments below? A green light will indicate when the power is on, and this sliding door will hide it for you. Above that is a reading light, a headphone jack, and a small storage compartment. Down my right side is the Inflight entertainment remote. Underneath is more storage and the tray table, which I'll show you through soon. Singapore Airlines also provide noise-cancelling headphones with ear covers and a bottle of water. On my left side, you'll find all the seat and lighting controls, plus another headphone jack, which is great for choosing which side suits you best. There are additional reading lights here next to my head too. In front of me is a storage compartment, a mirror, and a small bench. Further down is the footwell, which also doubles as a footrest in lounging mode and becomes part of the bed in flat mode, which I'll run you through in a little bit as well. Under that is another storage compartment. Also on the left is a coat hook and the in-flight entertainment screen. You can adjust the angle of the screen using this button here. To my right, there's a dedicated spot for the in-flight magazine, a safety card, menu, and sick bag. Here's the menu. This flight offers what they call a sleeper service, and that's essentially it. While lunch is listed on the menu, it isn't actually available, so it's a 1 meal flight. This caught me off guard a little bit, especially considering that on a 1-hour hop from Melbourne to Sydney, Qantas still serve a proper business class meal. Feel free to skip ahead to the tray table and meal section if that's more your thing. The tray table is on my right and releases by pressing down, then pulling it up, out, and lowering it into place. Honestly, Singapore Airlines has one of the best tray table designs in business class in the sky. It swivels, adjusts up and down, and best of all, you can get in and out of your seat without having to stow it. Now let's talk about the meal service. This flight started off strong, but things got a little strange when the crew member came around for the meal order. The flight attendant asked me what I would like, and every option I chose had apparently run out. In the end, I was only left with the one choice, which was the omelette with chicken sausages, sweet potato hash, vegetables and tomato relish. And if that's the only option, that's fine, but I would have thought just to serve me whatever is left instead of giving me the option. Interesting. I ordered a side of fruit, and it also came with a bread roll and some condiments. However, the sweet potato hash was missing in action. Honestly, the bread with tomato relish is the only thing that I'm enjoying right now. The veggies tasted like frozen ones straight out of the supermarket freezer bag, and the sausages were full of fatty chunks, unfortunately. I'm not a picky eater at all, but I also want to be honest with you guys, and this wasn't great. This is tough to say because Singapore Airlines is one of my favorite airlines to fly with. Alright, moving on. Let's check out the onboard amenities. Singapore Airlines provides slippers at your seat upon boarding, which is a nice touch. In light of their sustainability efforts to reduce waste, amenities kits are available on request. You just have to ask one of the crew members. The kit is by Penhaligon's and includes hand lotion, facial mist, lip balm, and a resealable bag. You'll also find more amenities stocked in the lavatories. These lavatories are beautifully designed, I think, with lovely lighting, a small vanity mirror, a full-length mirror, hand towels, and a baby change table. Toothbrushes, combs, female sanitary items, lip balm, razors, sick bags, lotion, facial mist, and eau de toilette are available too. Now let's look at these seats. These are the widest business class seats in the sky, and not to mention very comfortable as well. You can adjust the position easily using the buttons on the side. There are three main modes: upright, lounge, and almost fully flat. To get to the fully flat mode though, you need to convert the seat into a bed. You can't do it by one of these buttons here. You need to fold the backrest down manually. It's not automated. I recommend asking one of the crew members for help, but if you can figure it out on your own, you can do that as well, as I did here. Singapore Airlines provides a mattress topper, a pillow, and a wide, comfortable blanket. Alright, let's have a look at this design flaw that I mentioned earlier on. This has sparked a lot of debate amongst travellers: the footwell. Because the seats are not staggered, it's positioned to the side, which means you end up sleeping at an angle. It's not a deal breaker for me personally, but it's definitely something to consider if you're a taller person or if you sleep on a particular side. If you've flown this product before, I'd love to hear your thoughts down below in the comments. Now for the in-flight entertainment. It's controlled by this remote. Just press the release and pull it toward you. Singapore Airlines offers a solid selection of entertainment with a mix of movies, TV shows, and music. Complimentary Wi-Fi is available on board for PPS Club and supplementary card holders, as well as KrisFi members. If you aren't a member, you can sign up on board apparently. I don't know how this works as I'm already a member, but a crew member should be able to help you with this. Time for me to settle in and get a little bit of rest. I'll see you guys in a couple of hours. It's a couple of hours before landing. I'm filling out my arrival card for Australia and enjoyed a surprisingly good cappuccino while doing it. As we begin our descent into Melbourne, I want to sincerely thank you all for tuning in. If you've been with me for a while, thank you so much for your continued support. I truly appreciate every one of you, and I love hearing from you all in the comments below too. If you're new here, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. I have a lot more reviews coming up in the coming months, and I'm excited to share them all with you. If you haven't already, feel free to hit the subscribe button. It'll keep you up to date for when I post next. If you've enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments below. I love hearing from you guys in the comments, and I also love to hear if you've flown this product before or if you're going to be flying it soon. Also, let me know where you're watching from in the world. Thank you all once again, and as always, enjoy the journey.